Are you serious? Are you serious? Guys, you might want to get a cup of coffee. Take a seat. It has begun. I'm talking about they're using all the different technologies to build the beast system. There's an incredible story that's just now breaking. They're going to be using real ID databases to track citizens against your will without you even knowing it. I really believe it's against your Miranda rights. I really believe it's illegal. I'm going to call it an illegal electronic search and seizure. But here's what they're doing. And I mean, I just don't think it's legal. But in Arizona, according to Zero Hedge, Arizona citizens are now in a government database and that uses facial recognition technology to track them simply for getting their driver's license. Now, I understand that if there's a warrant for your arrest out there, by whatever means possible, I guess, law enforcement has the right to do that. But here's the problem. If people go in to get their driver's license and they're mistaken in the facial recognition system, they could be arrested just because they look similar to the person that is actually being hunted down, who are suspected of a crime. This isn't the way it should be done, because you're not getting due process here. You'd be basically be identified by simply trying to follow the law. You could end up being arrested and thrown in jail and have to defend yourself just because of a facial recognition technology that says that you match when it may not be you at all. Now, this allows federal and local law enforcement to use the perpetual lineup of suspects not accused of a crime to see if someone is wanted for a crime. The state of Arizona is saying that this program is basically, after someone at the motor vehicle division takes your photo, your face is going to be then put into the system and scanned by a system based on a proprietary algorithm that analyzes facial features. The system compares your face against 19 million other photos in the state's driver's license database to look for similarities. If an image is similar enough, the system will flag it for further review. The program is an effort that is part of a nationwide initiative called the Real ID Act that was created by Congress back in 2005 as a response to the September 11th terror attacks of 2001. The system allows the state to comply with federal act, which increased standards for identification documents, although the Real ID Act does not explicitly call for facial recognition. See, they're reaching beyond the scope of the law. It does maintain that states need to take measures to reduce fraud. And the Arizona Department of Transportation already has publicly boasted about the success with more than 100 cases it has taken to court for fraud using the technology, which has been in place since 2015. But have they told you about the numbers of people who have been arrested, suspected of a crime, that later found out were not the match that they thought they were? And this is happening. People are being arrested because they have similar features and similar look of a person who they may actually have a warrant for. And they are being arrested and have to get a lawyer and whatever else this could mean. You know, anymore in the court of public opinion, you could just get allegations and your career can be ruined even if you're innocent. Well, what happens if you get arrested because you matched a facial recognition and the company you work for says, look, we can't take a chance. We don't want to have our name, our company brand scarred. We're just going to let you go, even though you haven't even had a chance to go through due process. Folks, we can't have this type of suspicion lingering over top the population. People won't want to go anywhere where they could be tracked. And what's happening here is the technologies are now catching up with the biblical prophecies of the beast. And that is where people are going to be marked. And you can't buy or sell unless you take the mark and the number of his name, which is 666. Well, there's more to that. What if people are going to be identified through facial recognition, and then once you're identified, they throw you in a database that's already profiled you? And you could be profiled like the Minority Report of suspected of potential possibility of committing a crime based on your tweets, your Facebook post, what videos you watch, where you go, what you normally buy, what you do, your GPS tracking. They could decide you may be someone who potentially could be dangerous for the public or a non-compliant citizen of the New World Order, the one world government. And all non-compliant citizens could then be detained. If you're going to do that, you probably do need those 850 FEMA camps. What? So I'm just saying. Now, this kind of discussion that I'm telling you about, this technology that's coming, back when I wrote my book, Mark of the Beast RFID in 2012, I talked about this type of technology coming forward. Had no idea that in 5 years it would actually be here and that it would be used to put people in those FEMA camps, the barbed wire. I had no idea that that was actually going to take place this quickly. You can get my book, Mark of the Beast RFID, only at my website. Only at my website. Just go to paulbegleyprophecy.com. But this is very, very, very dangerous new area we're moving into. The technologies are catching up with the prophecies. I'll be back with more current world events and how they relate to biblical prophecy. I'll put the links below to both this article and technology, and a link to how to get my book, Mark of the Beast. And if you're not saved, you might want to start figuring out what's going on here. Bible prophecy now is happening at light speed. We're in the end times. We're in the last days. Are you saved? Don't miss tonight's Prime Time Live. It starts at 10 p.m. Eastern. 10 p.m. Eastern everywhere, including this YouTube channel.